right, team, let's get off to a good start. Where's January? He's, started without you. Oh no, ref, time out, January, bring it in. Coach, you look different. Whistle. What is going on out there? South Korea's opposition leader has been stabbed in the neck? Gotta be honest, wasn't how I drew up the first play. There's been a 7.6 magnitude earthquake in Japan that's killed at least 62? Okay, so I've stumbled out the blocks a little. Then also in Japan, 2 planes collided and 5 people died? I actually may have pulled a hammy. You killed the voice of Mama Coco, Anna Ophelia Maguire. Is there any option just to start over? And a terrorist bomb attack killed over 100 in Iran. It's tough to focus for long periods of time. It's only been 3 days. All right, fine, I'll be honest. Okay. Sure, that'll help. I've just been studying the Epstein list. So you know who's on the list? I do. I just can't say anything yet for legal reasons. So that's just incredibly boring. But I can say codename Ince Prandrew and Clill Binton have been very naughty. Oh, we're off to a howler. Ref, timeout, January, bring it in. Happy anniversary. There is nothing happy about the day democracy nearly died. Bunch of people in red hats who think differently. Ignore those people! Yes, coach. Stephen Hawking was in an orgy on Epstein's island? No, but it's funny to make people think he was. Why? Well, because logistically, I mean, where's the chair going? How is he participating? And quite literally, the doors are coming off. Boeing have grounded planes because they are falling apart in the sky? Okay, 1, nobody died, and 2, it wasn't a door, it was fuselage. There was a school shooting in Iowa. If I could use the words of Donald Trump, get over it. You killed Christian Oliver, David Soul, and Glynis Johns? Okay, yes, howler. I'm off to a howler. And what did you get Cat Williams to do? Cognac? He's tried to take down every black comic he knows. Maybe he's telling the truth. He said he read 3,000 books a year and runs a world record 40-yard dash. Maybe he's telling some of the truth. For now, can you just stop doing things? Sure. Taylor Swift might be queer. Oh, I hate you. Okay, we made it to halftime. Team, bring it in. Coach, it's just... not now, January. I've got a team talk to do. No, you don't. It's just the end of my shift. What? Yeah, I'm done. Everything that's happened so far was you? Yeah. World War III almost starting. That was me. The even deadlier COVID variant Chinese scientists made. Also me. The Epstein documents. Me. 10-foot aliens, the Houthis, Boeing planes falling apart, venomous centipedes, King Charles being in hospital. Me, and me. What the hell is the matter with you? Don't worry, Coach. I've brought someone in who can really help. Who have you? Oh, no. Say hi to Elmo. I'm not talking to Elmo. Well, you should. A lot of people told him their problems on Twitter. It could be good for you. Yeah, okay, but... Oh, come on. Tell Elmo your problem. I would, Elmo, but I just don't think you can really help with Team 2024's problems right now. Why's that? Because you're a Muppet, Elmo, and you're not real! All right, Feb, you're in. Do you remember the game plan? Whatever I do, don't be worse than January. Got it. Add a month. Ref! Time out! February! Bring it in! What is it, Coach? You already killed Apollo Creed? I think you mean Chubbs, Grief Karga, or Action Jackson. I mean legendary actor Carl Weathers! Either way, this is a bad start. You're supposed to be celebrating Black History, not killing it! Okay, but I've already tried to make up for it. I don't even want to ask. How? I killed 3 people by crashing a plane into a trailer park in Florida. How does that make up for it? As it was a trailer park in Florida, they were definitely white. That doesn't make up for anything! Just stop killing people! What was that? Oh, you know, just the US launching retaliatory strikes against Iraq and Syria. Perfect, so you're bringing World War III even closer. And then there's this. What the hell is wrong with Elmo? Oh, you know, Larry David beat him up live on national television. February, you're not even 2 days in and you're already inventing ways to suck! Ref, timeout, February, bring it in! Okay, so you're mad because there's pictures of Drake's ding-a-ling on the internet. We'll get back to that. I'm mad because Buckingham Palace just announced that King Charles has cancer! Oh. That's nothing to worry about. Why is that nothing to worry about? Buckingham Palace said the king has cancer? Yeah? I'd worry if a doctor said it. A doctor told Buckingham Palace, you imbecile! He's just not destined to be king for very long. You also killed Toby Keith? I know, but everything's gonna be okay because Taylor Swift is releasing a new album. I do not care about Taylor Swift! I would take that back, Coach, or the Swifties They're going to ruin your world.
Is there going to be a world left? You're flooding California off the map.
I thought they needed a little rain.
Wildfires killed over 120 people in Chile.
I thought they needed a little sun.
There's a deadly fungus outbreak in Washington.
I thought they needed nothing. I've got nothing.
And World War III's getting closer because you keep attacking Iraq, Syria and Yemen.
For that, I blame Darius Rucker.
Why do you blame the lead singer of Hootie and the Blowfish?
He was arrested for drug charges, so he was a Hootie rebel.
God damn it.
Anything else you could do without?
Oh, I could have done without seeing Drake's dick!
Ref, time out. February, what is happening? It's snowing.
It's a blizzard!
Nah, it's only like 6 inches. That's not an average amount of snow. Whatever you say, Coach.
Why was there a shooting at Joel Osteen's megachurch?
Because a crazy lady thought shooting Christians was a good way to show off her anti-Semitism?
That's a really good answer. Alaska pox is killing people?
Oh no. Where? Alaska. Makes sense.
You killed legendary radio DJ Steve Wright?
Truthfully, I feel like the team is behind on its celebrity death quota.
5 Marines died in a helicopter crash?
Yeah, that's just awful. Sorry about that.
A report shows Joe Biden kept classified documents and doesn't remember being vice president?
More importantly, though, he joined TikTok. The app he said was a national security threat. Cool. Probably forgot he said it.
And Donald Trump said when he's president, Russia are free to attack any NATO country that is behind on payments.
Yeah, so that means we're probably going to have
World War III!
Everything's bad. Not everything, Coach. You remembered your whistle this time. Thank you.
Ref, substitution, February. Get out!
Wait, but Coach...
You have measles spreading all over the world and you brought back the bubonic plague.
Measles is literally the most contagious thing in the world and people aren't getting vaccinated against it anymore and the bubonic plague technically never left.
So why is it in the news?
It's an election year.
Why in Alabama are embryos considered people?
Who am I to decide when life begins?
If it has to be kept in a freezer to not die, it's not a person!
Fair point.
And after 60 years, the Mary Poppins movie is racist?
Yes, they say the H word.
Help me out.
Hottentots.
Hottentots? People are upset at Hottentots?
Yes, and stop saying it, please. You're making me very uncomfortable.
And why are you nudging us closer to World War III? We've been testing our nuclear defense systems while Russia's putting nukes in space and mass-producing hypersonic missiles!
I didn't kill any more celebrities.
Wendy Williams has dementia, Amy Schumer has Cushing syndrome, and Sean Combs and Gerard Depardieu are accused of sexual assault!
I'm amazed you haven't yelled at me for letting Donald Trump start his own sneaker line.
Because nobody's buying the air insurrections! Bring March in!
Can't do that right now, Coach.
Why? You've been so bad!
It's a leap year, so I'm staying in an extra day.
Oh. Hottentots.
Oh, ref, timeout, March, bring it in.
Yes, Coach. You gave 350 Bitcoin to the group behind the healthcare cyber attack?
Well, I had to so that we could keep running the healthcare system.
That's $22 million! What happened to we do not negotiate with terrorists?
Well, these were cyber terrorists, so it's a loophole.
Haiti's in a state of emergency and gangs are running the country after there was a mass prison break.
You think I should offer them some Bitcoins to behave?
Eyewitnesses say the IDF fired at Palestinians getting aid and now Hamas won't agree to a ceasefire?
Coach, I don't think they like each other.
You killed Iris Apfel, Chris Mortensen and Janice Burgess?
Fashion, the NFL and the backyardigans will never be the same.
And you also killed 16 and pregnant alum Sean Geringer.
Went from 16 and pregnant to 20 and dead.
And why did you agree that Russia and China could put a nuclear power plant on the moon?
Because if we blow the moon up, doesn't affect the Earth.
God, you're dumb. And you're also saying long COVID causes cognitive decline of 6 IQ points?
Yeah, apparently. So I do have one question.
How many times have you had long COVID?
Ref, timeout, March, bring it in. Yes, Coach.
Where is the Princess of Wales?
She was last seen driving under a tunnel in Paris, but then found in a glove box.
Not Diana, Kate Middleton.
She is fine. There are recent photos and videos of her to prove it.
Did the palace just force you to read that word for word?
Boeing planes are falling apart mid-air.
Right, and the whistleblower who was speaking out about production concerns just so happened to be found dead.
I'm doing my best here. Don't get all conspiracy theory-y on me.
When can you explain why a 10-foot tall silver monolith just popped up on a Welsh hill?
Yeah. Aliens.
And also, why do you have some doctors saying long COVID isn't real!
Because my incredible understanding of the human mind says you can make sick people better by telling them they're faking it. You probably want a quick word with me, right, Coach?
February, why are you not on the bench?
I was just told I'm the hottest February ever, so pretty good.
It's not good at all. They're talking about temperature, not appearance. Killing the planet.
So probably take these off then.
And you, what's with this TikTok ban?
I'll summarize it like this. If something good happens to you, I'll take it away.
Is that why you killed Shigechi Negishi, the inventor of karaoke?
No, I did that because I can't stand listening to you sing Macho Man by the Village People anymore.
Great, just tell everyone my go-to, why don't you?
And we just recorded this whole thing with that piece of cotton on your head. Should we redo it?
I don't have that kind of time!
Timeout, March, bring it in. Yes, Coach?
What the hell is happening to Sean Combs?
Who?
Puff Daddy!
I'm not familiar.
Diddy?
Diddy what?
Oh my god, Diddy, the rapper!
Oh, sorry, him. Yeah, his homes were raided because of an ongoing sex trafficking investigation.
Meanwhile, his sons are in handcuffs and his drug mule was arrested?
Bad boys for life.
What happens if he's guilty?
He is going somewhere. Is it jail? It's jail, yeah.
6 are presumed dead after a cargo ship crashed into a Baltimore bridge?
The captain couldn't get it under control.
Who was the captain? World of T-shirts?
The ship lost power. It was bad luck.
Was it bad luck that allowed gangs to take control of Haiti?
No, that was my inability to multitask.
And do you have any idea the fallout over this terror attack in Moscow?
About 150 dead means terrorists are bad guys?
It means Russia's gonna blame it on Ukraine, escalate their attacks on them, and get us closer to World War III!
I hate that there's consequences for actions.
I can't believe you've given Ninja skin cancer!
Melanoma's the most common form of cancer. Why are you so surprised?
Because he's only 32 years old and has a job where he doesn't see the sun!
Let this be a reminder to get checked regularly then.
And after Kate Middleton wasn't seen for weeks, now you tell us she has cancer?
I wanted to teach people a lesson in not jumping to conclusions and respecting privacy.
And you did that by giving her cancer?
Yeah.
Don't you think that's just a little heavy-handed?
How are we blowing it again? March, great job, bud. Yeah, get in here. Awesome work. I appreciate you guys. We're killing it this year. You guys better be playing an April Fool's prank. What do you mean, Coach?
Shall I start with the big stuff? There's no resolution to Israel-Palestine. World War III is getting closer, and America's next president is going to be an octogenarian that's either a criminal or doesn't know where he is.
Right, but apart from that,
King Charles and Kate Middleton both have cancer.
let's not forget, we got off to a great start.
With the 7.6 magnitude earthquake in Japan or the terror attack in Iran.
Besides those,
The Epstein list, Boeing planes falling apart in the sky, Houthis attacking US and UK ships.
and besides those,
Cat Williams going off a deadlier strain of COVID, 10-foot aliens.
I think February just said something. No, I don't think I did.
You killed Carl Weathers and Toby Keith and had a mass shooting at Joel Osteen's mega church.
This really isn't.
Alaska pox, measles spreading all over the place, embryos are now people, nukes in space.
You're not really coaching, you're just yelling.
Haiti's being overrun, a TikTok ban, this Diddy madness, a Baltimore bridge was taken out, and there was a terror attack in Russia.
Is this productive?
It's so the rest of the months know what's coming if they suck as bad as you three. April,
Yes, Coach?
how are we turning this game around?
Florida's instituting a 6-week abortion ban. Ah, very good. Another April Fool's joke. No, it's real. No, it is too early for a timeout.
A fire just killed 29 people in a club in Istanbul.
That's not great, but come on, shake it off, April. Chin up.
With that 9 dead and 900 displaced after an earthquake in Taiwan.
Okay, let's dial it in now, bud. No more mistakes.
Oh, that's a school shooting in Finland.
Now, ref, timeout, April. Bring it in. Yes, Coach?
How are you this bad this fast?
I need coaching. All you do is yell.
Okay.
So let's work through what's happening.
The IDF just killed 7 aid workers after targeted missile attacks in Gaza. How do we... Don't do that.
Joe Flaherty died.
We can't bring people back from the dead.
Lizzo said she quit.
Yes, that. Let's fix that.
How?
She hasn't quit life or music, so let's say she's quit negativity on social media.
Okay, so find solutions to problems. I think I get it.
Great, because there's a political issue between Botswana and Germany. Without starting a war, how are you going to resolve it?
I'll have Botswana send them 20,000 elephants. No, really. What are you going to do? Botswana's going to send Germany 20,000 elephants. It's a start.
What? Ref, timeout, April, bring it in.
Yes, Coach?
OJ's expired?
It is. I thought it tasted bad.
You killed OJ Simpson!
His last words were, I did it.
And you killed Peter Higgs, the gifted scientist credited with discovering the Higgs boson particle.
Nobody knows who that is.
While everyone knows that terrible OJ is exactly what's wrong with society.
OJ's really only terrible right after you've brushed your teeth.
And what are you doing in America?
With those silly little earthquakes or that lame-ass eclipse?
Let's start with Arizona rolling back abortion laws to the point where even Trump thinks they've gone too far.
It's confusing that it can be Friday in Australia while in America it's 1864.
And what the hell is a cicada-geddon?
Hundreds of trillions of cicadas all at the same time. Probably going to be May's problem.
You discovered that Lunchables have 74% of consumable lead? I didn't come up with the safe amount of lead policy. And why is the US limiting amount of forever chemicals in tap water for the first time?
Because it's better late than never?
So all this time people have just been chugging forever chems? No big deal?
Coach, you know what? I'm not responsible for any of this.
Of course you are. You clearly did all of this.
Yeah, but if the glove doesn't fit, you must have quit.
April, that is one of the most disastrous stumbles to the finish line I've ever seen.
I wasn't that bad.
Bird flu is in cows.
So there's a few sick cows. Humans are okay.
It's in milk, which humans drink. So they are not okay!
Vegans will be fine.
They're the only ones we don't mind losing. Scientists are saying it could be a pandemic 100 times worse than COVID!
We really live in a time where there's a pandemic barometer.
There's civil unrest in America. College students are getting arrested for protesting.
I'm gonna go with there's very fine people on both sides.
Express filed for bankruptcy?
Why do you care? You make us wear these cheap Under Armour t-shirts.
You had Harvey Weinstein's rape conviction overturned on a technicality?
He's a rich white guy. Are you surprised?
Francis Ngannou's baby son died.
I'm sorry, that's awful.
A 14-year-old boy in London was killed with a sword.
UK's knife crime has grown so much, it's sword crime.
8 cops were shot and 4 were killed in North Carolina.
Guns, America's answer to knives.
And 3 women got HIV from vampire facials!
I thought that was when Dracula busted a...
No! May!
It's going to be me!
You had one line and you messed it up.
Damn it.
What's the plan to get this game turned around? Cicada-geddon?
Bollocks.
Ref, timeout, May, bring it in.
Ha! Who's the month? Ready to give me my flowers, coach?
Now, why would I do that?
Because I'm off to a great start and April showers bring May flowers, so it's like a double entendre.
You are not off to a great start.
I am. Hamas just accepted a ceasefire. Oh, how wonderful.
Israel didn't!
Okay.
And now they're firing rockets into Rafah!
I have a backup plan. I made Israel move all the civilians to West Rafah out of harm's way.
May? Rafah doesn't have a west!
That Netanyahu's a tricky one.
There's floods in Brazil that have killed at least 83 and left 500,000 without power!
I may have misunderstood rainforest.
You killed King Theoden!
If this is to be our end, I will have them make such an end.
Another Boeing whistleblower died!
Snitches get stitches is a quote from William E. Boeing.
And you killed Chris Hollinger, the founder of breast cancer charity Copperfield.
She lived more fully than I've ever seen anyone live.
And what the hell is going on with Drake and Kendrick Lamar?
I'm more of an 80s rock month. You'll have to ask somebody else.
So tell me, why are you getting flowers?
French bakers broke the world record for the longest ever baguette.
Tu les manges un fou.
And it's 20 years today since the last episode of Friends aired.
Oh, well, yeah, that makes me feel really damn old! Ref, timeout, May, bring it in.
What a wonderful day!
Just because you say it doesn't make it true. Bleak, but accurate.
You got rid of the smile on a Happy Meal box?
Yeah, for Mental Health Awareness Week.
How does it help people's mental health by making them think a happy box doesn't like them?
You'll have to ask Ronald McDonald.
And do you know why I'm concerned with cold lava?
Because it killed 41 in Indonesia?
Yes, and that cold lava isn't a thing!
It is now.
14 killed when a giant billboard collapsed in Mumbai?
Pretty bad advertising.
You had Steve Buscemi randomly punched in the face in New York City?
Metaphorically, New York does that every day.
And remember that ship that crashed into a bridge in Baltimore?
Yeah, March did that.
March did do that. But why do you still have the crew trapped on it?
They don't have the right visas to enter America.
Did you think their plan was to sneak into America by taking out a giant bridge?
Based off of your tone, no.
You nicknamed the new COVID variant Flirt?
I figured it describes our relationship with it.
I'm pretty sure our relationship with COVID is considered long-term at this point.
And clingy. It's also clingy.
And why is the Prime Minister of Slovakia fighting for his life?
Because he was shot.
I know that. Why was he shot?
It was an assassination attempt. We're Captain Literal Man now, are we? From the human depiction of a Gregorian calendar month. And you know what else you are?
shithouse.
Ref, timeout, May. What a week. Yeah, coach, I am spiraling out there.
You have to stop what's happening to Rafa.
Hey, Father Time's undefeated and he wanted to play one last French Open.
Not Nadal. There's more Palestinian civilians dying.
So all eyes on Rafa isn't about tennis?
You killed Basketball Hall of Famer Bill Walton, and golfer Grayson Murray committed suicide during a tournament.
Golf is really hard.
Actor Johnny Wachter was killed, and producer Morgan Spurlock died.
And Super Size Me couldn't have helped.
670 people are buried under a landslide in Papua New Guinea, 20 people were killed in an arcade fire in India, and at least 19 people are dead after tornadoes in the south of the USA.
Too much killing, I get it. Won't get any worse.
You also killed Kaposu, the Dogecoin dog!
Every time one of us says it's not going to get any worse, we always prove ourselves wrong.
Ohio billionaire Larry Connor is taking a sub to the Titanic?
I expect whoever's in the game when he dies to laugh.
You have the Pope using homophobic slurs?
Gonna blame me for the Catholic Church not liking gays? What's next? My fault for the crucifixion of Jesus?
A snap election in the UK which gives the country like 5 weeks to figure out who they're gonna vote for?
Spoiler alert, Labour are gonna win and Reform UK are gonna get a bunch of seats.
And British politicians are saying Trump is the only person that can stop World War III!
Imagine being alive in a time where Donald Trump is the only person that could save the world.
Our existence is an absolute joke!
Ref, substitution, May, get out! Number 5 on the chart, but number 1 in your heart, am I right?
No, you sucked just like everybody else!
Yeah, but nobody noticed I got Trump 34 felonies.
I did. I noticed.
But you're angry and have a negative attitude.
A third human has gotten bird flu from cows!
We can really say bird flu from cows and people just go, yeah, that's life now.
You killed Michelle Obama's mum!
It was a regrettable misstep.
There was another UFO sighting in Nevada?
It has been a minute since we had aliens.
A plague of monster ticks is invading the UK.
Cicadageddon didn't really do anything.
And you not so discreetly got us closer to World War III!
Really notice everything.
It's tough to miss North Korea dropping hot air balloons of trash on South Korea.
As far as global warfare goes, that's like a flick in the bollocks.
Ukraine are now allowed to use American weapons against Russia?
Heads up, Russia don't like that. At all.
The US and UK attacked Yemen, and the Houthis attacked a US aircraft carrier!
Which provokes Iran.
Which provokes Iran! June!
Yes, coach?
I need you to end this half strong. We're behind.
Okay, to start, I've got Trump on TikTok.
Thought the app was a national security threat.
And 24 injured in a mass shooting in Ohio.
Why?
And Vladimir Putin said Operation Unthinkable would destroy the UK and France within 1 day.
You've already come up with Operation Unthinkable. Wow, your shift's gonna be fun.
Ref, timeout, June, bring it in. Call me Junie Ceasefires.
Why, because you've got empty plans that no one's agreed to?
Yeah.
And why are you wearing an England shirt?
Because football's coming home?
It better be. You killed Marge Simpson?
I killed Nancy McKenzie, the voice of Marge Simpson.
You killed the logo?
I killed Jerry West, who was in the NBA logo.
Justin Timberlake got arrested for drunk driving?
He can cry me a river. After NSYNCing too many beers, he should have been a backseat boy. I hope he's got his suit and tie to wear to court because his driver's license is going bye bye bye. Not bad.
There's massive E. coli and dengue outbreaks in Europe?
Well, you left me alone for 2 weeks. Of course there's diseases.
New York has sexually transmitted fungus and giant flying spiders are coming this summer?
Oh, those things just sound as bad as they are.
Why is there another Cuban Missile Crisis?
I call it the friendly nuclear weapon Mexican standoff.
Putin is visiting North Korea to strengthen their ties?
I heard it's because they need food. And nukes.
And the new Nostradamus is saying World War III could start any day now!
It doesn't take Nostradamus to see World War III is coming.
I know that! And we have been destroyed. You're talking about the Euros and you're in the wrong bloody timeline!
We're lucky it's a game of two halves, team, because again we have sucked something horrible. Half time already, coach? That was quick. Yeah, well, time flies when you're
going through a generational crisis every 9 minutes!
I think this is the best performance of the decade.
That's because the bar is so low that being on the precipice of World War III could be seen as an improvement!
Other than that.
Well, what about the genocide?
Of the Palestinians?
And in Sudan that nobody talks about. Do you know how bad you have to be for a genocide to slip through the cracks?
Well, there's no pandemic.
Bird flu might be the start of one.
There's no pandemic. yet.
Or maybe one of your E. coli, dengue, mpox, bubonic plague, or sexually transmitted fungus outbreaks might become one.
Other than that, we're doing great.
You're the hottest year on record.
We do look good.
Global warming is at almost irreversible levels.
So we don't look good?
You gave Kate Middleton and King Charles cancer.
Oh, yeah, that's bad.
Boeing planes are falling out of the sky. There was Cicadageddon, and they're still trying to ban TikTok.
It's a national security threat.
We only exist because of TikTok.
Very good point.
Trump's got a gazillion felonies. Biden doesn't know where he is.
That's King Joe, thanks to the Supreme Court.
You must be Joe King. There's Epstein lists.
You haven't mentioned celebrity deaths or natural disasters.
I don't have time.
One good thing, Coach, I gave you the hot tour girl.
Well, we already have Kim Kardashian. We don't need another girl famous for spitting on dick.
Ref, timeout, July, bring it in. I know, Joe Biden said Putin's the president of Ukraine. He'll be out soon. We're gonna have a break from which octogenarian's gonna be running the world. A monkey is gonna be running the world? See, you're thinking orangutan. Oh, so Donald Trump will be. No, that's orange tan. I'm confused.
You think hippos can fly?
Yes, research shows they momentarily lift all 4 feet off the ground when moving at full speed.
That's called running, and you outed Sketch for having a past?
Can I add something? Nobody cares, brother.
You are historically hot.
Well, thank you. You don't happen to know a Miss July?
Your heat is on a killing spree.
Oh, you know, some women like that.
A 21-year-old shot 7 and killed 4 in Kentucky?
It's 4 p.m. It is time for an American mass shooting.
3 women were killed in the UK by a man with a crossbow?
Congrats if you had mass crossbowing on your 2024 bingo card.
You killed Shelley Duvall?
The Shining is a great movie that I'll never watch because I'm too scared.
And what was the thinking behind Hurricane Beryl taking out half of Houston?
I thought by giving it a sweet old lady name that it wouldn't be as aggressive.
Russia killed 20 in Ukraine after bombing a children's hospital, and they had a plot to kill a German arms manufacturer.
I'm bringing Germany into the World War to hopefully de-escalate things. Oh, good, because historically
That hasn't worked at all!
I can save it. Football's coming home? Oh, please, July, if you do that, I promise I will forgive everything. Ref, timeout, July, bring it in! What's up, Coach? I'm all ears.
Is that what the shooter said right after he tried to assassinate Donald Trump?
I kept him alive, though, and now it should unite America.
Well, it didn't, and it got Tenacious D cancelled after KG said he wished the bullet didn't miss.
You can't wish for a former president's death. This isn't Iran.
They were plotting to kill Trump too.
So shall I just speed World War III up?
Over 200 were killed in Gaza, and Russia blew up a children's hospital in Ukraine.
Good news, nobody seems to care about those wars right now.
There was an Islamic State terror attack on a mosque in Oman.
A few terrorists slipped through the cracks.
Football didn't come home.
And it probably never will.
Baby Bigfoot was caught on camera.
Before the world ends, I figured it was important everyone should know Bigfoot is not only real, but has small Bigfoot babies.
Dr. Ruth, Richard Simmons, Shannon Doherty, Jacoby Jones, and Kobe Bryant's dad all died.
Very hard to keep celebrities alive with everything that's going on.
And Ingrid Andress butchered the US national anthem so bad I wish I had my ears blown off.
Fergie asked me to do that.
Things haven't seemed this bad since COVID.
Which there's a new variant of called Flirt, by the way. Great, can we please just strategize how you'll play a little better? Honestly, I'm just gonna play it by ear.
Ref, substitution, July, get out!
Well, I was eventful, wasn't I?
Killed 3 children in a mass stabbing in the UK!
Yeah, is it time to say a good guy with a knife stops a bad guy with a knife?
Does that logic work in America?
No.
Now you're allowing the far right to protest and riot in the UK?
I tried telling them they're in the far wrong.
Do I need to mention the presidential assassination attempt?
No, I think everyone was in earshot last time.
The USA has a deadly listeria outbreak in Boar's Head deli meat?
So that's why the Italians aren't doing well.
What the hell are fire-nados and fire devils in California?
Putting anything after fire these days. I mean, what's next? Fireman?
That's already a thing! Sharks are on cocaine!
Of course they are, with noses that big.
And boneless chicken can legally have bones!
Coach, nothing matters anymore.
July, I can't think of one good play you made.
I didn't start World War III.
Though just quietly you killed the leaders of Hamas and Hezbollah.
But I didn't start World War III, and isn't killing terrorist leaders a good thing?
Maybe. August!
Yes, Coach.
Yet again, I am begging a new player, just stick to the fundamentals.
Okay, but in response to the terror group leaders being killed, Iran plans on attacking Israel at some point next week, which could kick off World War III.
Oh.
And as that could destroy humanity, should I try and prevent it? August, you'd do us all a favour if you just let it happen. Oh, everybody's dying. Ref, timeout. August, bring it in. Yes, Coach? Why are you killing everybody? I wouldn't say everybody.
At least 61 are dead after a plane crashed in Brazil.
I think I can blame Boeing.
Over 400 are dead after landslides in India.
That one's on me. I thought landslides were fun.
Deli meats have killed 3 people. Lazar Dukic died in the CrossFit Games, and you killed the former CEO of YouTube.
But I can explain.
The Toy Cartown play rug artist, dead. The inventor of tiramisu, dead. Jack Carlson, the succulent Chinese meal guy, dead.
But the reason is...
You even finished off Cartoon Network as their website is now gone.
Japan is on megaquake alert. Megaquake? A once-in-a-100-year earthquake that could kill up to 300,000 people.
Oh my God, when?
I don't know, sometime in the next 30 years?
Why do you care now?
Failing to prepare is preparing to fail?
There's UK riots that have half the country on fire.
Now a bad time to tell you there's another GTA 6 delay.
UK is getting spiders the size of rats?
Or maybe the fires will kill them.
Try this, kill rat spiders, not people.
Starting tomorrow? What have you done today? 70 more people just died in Gaza after Israel bombed another school.
Ref, substitution, August, get out!
A day early, Coach?
You killed Sven!
The gay penguin, I didn't mean to. Sven-Goran Eriksson, the former England manager. There's gay penguins? I wasn't very demure, wasn't very mindful.
That is the worst thing you've started. I don't even know what demure means.
Do you prefer hot tour?
At least I do know what that means. You killed Mariah Carey's mum and sister in the same day?
Yeah, that was bad.
Hockey players Johnny and Matthew Gaudreau were killed by a drunk driver?
If you drink and drive, you're the monster, not me.
You've spread Mpox to Asia and Europe.
I held off declaring it another pandemic, though.
Millions are being evacuated after a typhoon has hit Japan.
I tried to put out the North American wildfires with water. I just missed.
By half the globe!
It's 100% of the shots you don't take, Coach.
And you have astronauts stuck in space for 6 months because the Boeing Starliner isn't safe enough to bring them back.
They flew a Boeing to space. What did they think was going to happen?
Do you have any redeeming performance?
I brought Oasis back. Not bad.
September!
Yes, Coach?
What does my playbook say?
Make Mpox a global pandemic, escalate war in the Middle East, and have Russia finally start World War III. It says don't. Oh, so it does. Glad you pointed that out.
Oh, ref, timeout September, bring it in.
Yeah, Coach.
It's their second day back and there's already a school shooting?
Oh, there is? Where?
Appalachia High School in Georgia.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, a 14-year-old killed 2 teachers and 2 students, and 9 others are in hospital.
Oh, right, sorry. Thoughts and prayers?
Oh my God, you don't care at all?
It's the 45th school shooting in America this year. Until they do something about it, no, I don't care.
That seems harsh, but speaking of shooting, you're really gonna start World War III over a whale?
I'm sorry, it sounded like you said whale.
Yeah, a Russian beluga spy whale was shot.
Coach, I had no idea spy whales were even a thing.
Do you know there was a Chinese spy working for the New York governor?
I just found out.
Did you know there's microplastics in every human semen that was tested?
And there's a Yo Mama joke about how they found that out.
PR documents show you're breaking up Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift on the 28th.
I'm pretty sure they're fake, but if they're not, that might be what starts World War III.
And why are you letting so many people die in Ukraine and the Middle East?
Coach, if you haven't noticed, I'm kinda just chilling.
Well, get your head out your ass, you're off to an awful start! They shot at Trump again, ref, timeout September, bring it in!
Yes, Coach?
Is this another assassination attempt and are stormtroopers shooting at this guy?
I don't know, shots went off in his vicinity.
How does that happen? He's a former president!
He is in America, everyone's always in the vicinity of gunshots.
That's a good point. Europe's underwater, floods are causing mass deaths.
I tried to fix their dry sense of humour.
You discovered a new species of horror wasp in Mississippi?
Yeah, they lay eggs in living flies and then babies burst out of their bellies.
What possessed you to make alien fly wasps?
Well, it was that or bring murder hornets back.
Why do you have the Pope saying the US election is about the lesser of 2 evils?
Well, because one accepts abortion and the other one is a convicted rapist, so lesser evil?
Nose picking increases your chances of getting Alzheimer's?
Sorry, what? I forgot why I'm here.
You killed 24 people in Haiti after a fuel tanker exploded.
And they needed that fuel to eat the cats and dogs.
And maybe worst of all, Vladimir Putin seems desperate to start World War III.
I'm holding him off, Coach, but he wants it bad.
September, you can't get any worse.
He also killed me.
You killed Darth Vader.
Worse, I killed Mufasa.
And that's James Earl Jones, and they're the same person! What, ref? Timeout, September, bring it in.
Yes, coach.
You killed Dame Maggie Smith?
She joined Dumbledore, Hagrid and Snape at that. Hogwarts in the sky.
Oh, and you don't seem to care.
I don't. Harry Potter sucks.
And we're gonna get crushed.
Ever since J.K. Rowling started hating the trans community, we stopped protecting her people.
That's not gonna help. You allowed Missouri to execute Marcellus Williams?
He was on death row for a long time.
He was innocent!
America is so pro-life, they're pro-death.
You exploded a sewage pipe in China covering cars and pedestrians in human waste.
Yeah, I called it a poo-cano.
You have footage proving there's 2 Loch Ness monsters?
Yeah, and they're probably both male.
What makes you think that?
Because if one was female, the male definitely would have gotten out of the water by now.
Fair point. You're adding a temporary second moon to Earth?
I'm really just messing around at this point.
Oh, is that what explains Hurricane Helene killing people in Florida?
I thought we agreed we don't care about Florida.
Just Stop Oil protesters are throwing soup at artwork again.
Okay, I tried to just stop Diddy with his baby oil. He protested. He's an artist. A big misunderstanding.
Why are you handing out free COVID tests?
Surprise! Guess what's coming back?
And lastly, what is this about the Doomsday Glacier?
Oh, it's just gonna collapse sooner than expected and wipe out half the world.
Oh, okay, so why are we all even doing this? September, stop killing everyone!
Whoa, I checked out, Coach. What's going on?
Baseball legend Pete Rose just died!
Ironically, I had a bet with October that he would do that.
You also killed basketball legend Dikembe Mutombo? Oh, not in my house. And you took out music and acting legend Chris Christopherson!
Coach, you seem upset.
I'm pissed Christopherson!
Even more than usual.
Let's not forget you killed Dame Maggie Smith!
It seems like when you stop paying attention, a lot of people die.
What's with the porridge killing kids in South Africa?
If it was killing bears, I would double check with Goldilocks.
There's a Marburg virus outbreak killing people in Rwanda and Mpox is spreading through India?
What's another couple pandemics between friends?
You care to explain the chemical fire going on in Georgia that has 90,000 sheltering in place?
I don't think I would.
And are you just escalating to a full-blown war between Iran and Israel?
If you remember, Israel's plan is de-escalation through escalation.
You are so stupid! Get out! October!
Yes, Coach?
Before we start the fourth quarter, can you just promise not to kill any legends for a while?
Yeah, let me just go check on Sir David Attenborough.
Oh, I swear to God, October, I swear to God. Ref, timeout, October, bring it in.
Yes, Coach?
You killed Liam Payne?
Yeah, he fell one direction from a third-story balcony.
Don't say that. People are enjoying their evening.
Crazy just how fast the night changes.
Stop. 1D fans are going to come after me. It's too soon.
Yeah, but that's what makes you beautiful.
And I'm dead. Just like Madonna's brother, too.
Yeah, was his name McDonald?
There's outrage in England. You hired the national football team a German manager?
Hitler got the last laugh after all.
You had an American win the Conquer World Championships for the first time?
If England can't even win at Conkers, they can't win at anything anymore.
You're wasting time discovering the world's first dog-fox hybrid.
Yeah, called it a dog sim.
Was calling it a dox just too easy?
I originally wanted jog, but apparently that's already a thing.
You had bird flu kill dozens of tigers in a Vietnam zoo.
I warned them to get the flock out of there.
And what is your issue with the Italians?
I'm not a fan of their new anti-surrogacy law, which effectively bans gay couples from becoming parents.
Well, I just recalled millions of pounds of potentially listeria-infected deli meat.
I was trying to get them via sandwiches.
Oh, and DNA suggests Christopher Columbus was a Spanish Jew.
Why is that bad for Italians?
You stole their guy!
Ref, substitution October. Yes, Coach? What are you doing?
It's Halloween, and I'm
a minion.
The world is on fire, and you're playing dress up?
It's on fire and underwater. Have you seen Spain?
Yes, those floods killed over 100 people!
Because Greta Thunberg is the only person that cares about climate change.
You sent 10,000 North Korean troops to fight for Russia?
Oh, I didn't think you'd notice that.
You didn't think I'd notice? They look...
Good point.
Then Russia fined Google $2.5 decillion?
Yeah, I don't think that's a real number.
It's got 33 zeros and has more money than in the whole world combined!
So they're not gonna pay it?
Rats in New York City are getting birth control?
Yeah, after next week they may have more rights than women.
You've spread the more contagious version of Mpox to the UK!
We've been telling you it's working really hard to get global pandemic status.
And why are quarter pounders spreading E. coli?
Because Ronald McDonald is secretly an evil clown?
Enough of Halloween! November!
Presidential election. Yeah, great. Let's strategize the game plan. Presidential election. Are you going to only talk about the presidential election until the presidential election? Presidential election.
Ref, timeout, November, bring it in.
Yes, Coach?
You killed Peanut the squirrel! You'll I'm not upset about that. He was the internet's favourite squirrel and was a pet for 7 years. NYPD said he was vermin. You're vermin. And Quincy Jones is dead? Gone to make more music with Michael Jackson in heaven. You think MJ's in heaven? Maybe? James Van Der Beek has cancer. I didn't want to wait for his life to be over. Is that a Dawson's Creek joke no one will get? It sure is. A 17-year-old killed 2 and wounded 7 more in a mass shooting? Was that in America? A kid committed a mass shooting. Where else would it be? Sorry, I've just been so focused on their election. Stop, there's a lot else going on. Trump's going to win in a landslide, by the way. Oh. So if you need to go to Planned Parenthood, I'd do it now. South Africa's Steve Irwin Graham Dinkelman was killed by a snake? If you handle venomous snakes for a living, your chance of being killed by a venomous snake goes way up. And lightning killed 13 kids at a Ugandan refugee camp. That was really sad. You know, they had more chance of winning the lottery. You had 13 Ugandan children, and between winning the lottery and striking them with lightning, you chose lightning strike? Well, if you put it like that, it's really bad. Oh, this is going to be one hell of a month. Aha! Ref, timeout, November, bring it in. Yes, coach? Trump just named the Tiger King the director of wildlife conservation. Really? I don't think that's true. It's not, but the fact you had to think about it shows what a hell of a mess you are. This is because Trump's cabinet nominees seem underqualified. It's because they all seem to be sexual deviants. That too. And now you found Conor McGregor guilty of sexual assault? That explains why Trump wants to make him ambassador to Ireland. Why is everyone saying you're glad-dicked? Remember Barbenheimer? Well, I've got Gladiator 2 and Wicked, so glad-dicked. Why wouldn't you just go with Wickiator? Would have been better under the circumstances. Listeria just killed a kid, and the more contagious strain of Mpox is in the UK and the US. You may want to sit down for this. I've got to tell you what bird flu is doing. You have proof of aliens on Earth, and nobody seems to care. Everyone's too busy blowing each other up. Right, which is why numerous countries are saying World War III has already begun. Have you looked outside? Of course it has. What's this potentially toxic mystery chemical that's been found in millions of Americans' water? I can tell you what it isn't. Good judgment. And why did a fish named the Harbinger of Doom just wash up on a California shore? That would be because it's also known as the Doomsday Fish. Well, will you just hurry up and do it because I hate it here? Ref, substitution, November, get out. What a shift. I'm the month that saved the world. Saved the world? You've probably destroyed it. Is this because there's no Black Friday riots anymore? No, although I do miss seeing the elderly fight over a TV. Is it because I may have found out who D.B. Cooper is? What a glorious waste of time. Who's next? Jack the Ripper. So it's about Trump winning. Remember, statistically, most people are happy. That in itself is troubling, but the world's going to be run by a bunch of pedos. How is that any different to how it always is? Fair point, but you have Trump threatening any country that will listen with massive tariffs? Yeah, but good news, he doesn't actually know what a tariff is. You had proof of aliens on Earth? Yep, and the most concerning part is nobody seems to care. There may be life on the moons of Uranus. There's only one reason you brought that up, Coach. What about the Doomsday Fish washing up in California? If you nickname something the Doomsday Fish, you are asking for trouble. Oh, and how about we're the closest we've ever been to nuclear war? What makes you say that? All the countries preparing for it! Well, yeah, guess that's December's problem. Oh, bye. December! Shut the fuck up. Mariah's defrosted, there's an elf on a shelf, and one of Santa's reindeer has been called a DEI hire. You have one goal. Get us to the end of this game without World War III starting. Wow, that's the goal? Well, how about some tariffs? Ref, timeout, December, bring it in. Good call, coach. Want to make sure nothing unlucky happens on Friday the 13th. Every day has been Friday the 13th for 5 years! You forgot to flip the calendar. I did that once and celebrated Christmas 438 straight days. Disease X has killed over 30 people in the Congo? Yeah, and I have no idea what it is, and I have no cure for it. So you're saying it could be another pandemic? No, I said I have no idea what it is, and I have no cure for it. You killed Eminem's mum? No more spaghetti. And Chuck Norris's mum? Actually, he got her into heaven while she's still alive. Jay-Z's been named in the Diddy case? We know what his 100th problem is. You have the whole world rooting for the guy who murdered the United Healthcare CEO! Well, he legally murdered thousands by not providing their health coverage. That I agree with. Trump is Time Magazine's Person of the Year? I didn't have time to make it Luigi Mangione. What are all the drones over New Jersey? Aliens. What? Sorry, not aliens. You've suggested NATO countries move to a wartime mindset? World War III is coming. Have you not been paying attention? And you can't have the new French Prime Minister be named Francois Bayrou. Why not? Because that's like the British Prime Minister being named Britois.
Ref, timeout, December, bring it in. Yes, coach?
You killed Jimmy Carter.
British comedian who doesn't pay taxes?
No, that's Jimmy Carr. Jimmy Carter is the former president of the United States.
He was 100 and he didn't want to attend Trump's inauguration.
You also killed Bert the crocodile from Crocodile Dundee.
He was 90 and he didn't want to attend Trump's inauguration. That joke doesn't work there. Worth a go?
You also killed sports icons Ricky Henderson and Greg Gumbel.
I have a really bad habit of taking out legends. It started with Jesus.
He was born in December.
I don't do religion.
179 are dead in a South Korean plane crash.
Wanted me to land at Boeing safely. I'm not a miracle worker.
A Saudi doctor drove into a crowd in Germany, killing 5 and injuring hundreds more.
Yeah, I really didn't get into the holiday spirit.
Is that why you put Party City out of business?
No, it was strangely because one guy buying 6 wigs a year wasn't a great business model.
And you had Russia shoot down a Kazakh passenger plane.
You did say you wanted World War III before the start of 25? Why did you put all your effort in having NASA get the closest it's ever been to the sun? In case we have to leave this planet, we've got to find out some important stuff. Oh, what did you find out? It's hot. The sun is really hot. Right, can you just get us to the end of the game without further incident? Unlikely. Well, team, yet again, you have underperformed to Brobdingnagian proportions. Halfway through the 20s, I think we were the best performance of the decade so far. What did you just say? We're the best No, before that. We're halfway through the 20s. Holy crap. Coach, can I have a word? This is gonna suck. So how do you think 24 went? Well, it was the best performance of the decade so far. Really? How so? Not many celebrities died. I've got Liam Payne, Carl Weathers, James Earl Jones, Richard Simmons, Shannon Doherty, Maggie Smith, Donald Sutherland, Chevy Duvall, and Jimmy Carter, to name a few. Not many athletes died. Jerry West, Bill Walton, Willie Mays, O.J. Simpson, Dikembe Mutombo. There was an Olympics that nobody remembers happened. There was no pandemic, except you gave us severe bird flu, mpox, dengue, and polio is going to make a comeback. There was no aliens, except there's drones everywhere, and Congress were told they definitely exist. World War III didn't start. Over 1 million people died in the wars that are going on. Mass shootings are down. Only 500, which is a 5-year low. There was no massive protest. Free Palestine on every college campus. There was no insurrection. 3 presidential assassination attempts. Oh, yeah. Beyonce's a country star. They sold a banana for $6 million, and there's a Trump dance. Not very demure or mindful. And this is why I've got to make a change. Like a different top or a new whistle? No, like a real change. Oh. Okay.